Hello everybody. I hope that you are having a good day, a good evening, whatever it may be, where you are tuning in from your side of the world. Thank you very much for bringing me into your homes at this time. As you know, there has been very few, if any, videos in 2019. In fact, the last video that was posted for this channel that was not simply a replay or a VOD of a stream was all the way back in late March. So about 4 months have passed. In fact, a little bit more than 4 months have passed since the last proper video that has been on this channel. And I wanted to sit down here and talk with you guys for a couple of minutes because I do have an announcement that I need to make. And I feel that each and every one of you deserve to hear it. It's something that needs to be said. That way you know exactly what is happening. And I don't need these for that. I need to be the man behind the glasses as opposed to the man with the glasses on in order to talk with you about this. So this year has been quite a struggle. There's been a lot that has been going on outside of YouTube for myself and for my family and the different things that have been happening. Some of you have been able to keep informed with that over on the social media and the things that I have posted. I know I haven't posted much. There's been a lot of silence and there's been a lot of empty space. And most of you probably assumed what I'm about to say, either that or thought, hey, is he still around? The answer to that question is yes, I am still around. I am still here. However, the time is very short. The announcement that I have for everybody this afternoon here where I am, whenever I'm recording this, is that after the Album of the Year 2019 video is posted, which will be posted in December at some point, whether it is in the early portions of the month, middle or late, I will be retiring formally from making videos for this channel. I will no longer make new content. I will probably still do some streaming from time to time, and that will be sort of the end of an era, the closing of this chapter. There's a lot of different reasons why this is happening. There's a lot of different reasons why I've come to this decision. I've in fact been sort of toiling with this decision since 2017, if you can believe that, because in 2016 we had an amazing year, but I also burnt myself out quite a bit because I was just creating constantly, and I was also there was a lot of worry that I had every single time that I woke up, every single day that I was coming in front of the camera and talking with you guys, because I knew that things were going to be changing on YouTube. I knew that there were policies that were going to become different. We had done videos about them back then, which were not very kind. I can guarantee you that they were very ranty. And of course, all of those sort of bad dreams have sort of come true to the point where it is now just not even a viable thing. The way in which some of the new policies are exercised or handled is really not good for heavy metal, considering some of the words that are utilized within band names or album titles, but that's neither here nor there. YouTube has just become a really toxic landscape over the past couple of years, and I don't think I ever totally recovered from the burnout from 2016. I have done other things since then that have also helped to supplement the burnout by giving me fewer hours to really dedicate to this. And whenever I've had time, looking at the camera and saying, hey, I should be doing this, has really not brought any joy. It's instead brought a lot of sighs or real negative feelings. Aside from that, like I said, I've had so many different things happen over the course of the past 12 months, especially within the calendar year of 2019, that has really shined a lot of knowledge and light onto me that this is something that I just can no longer do on a constant and, basis where it was like pretty much a job, or, feeling like as though it was my duty to do it. Life moves really, really fast, folks, and I think all of you know this. If you don't know this, life moves really, really fast. And things happen without warning. And if you're not prepared for them, then they are going to really, really kick your butt. You're going to be left unsure of what to do, or unclear of what's the best choice, and you're going to have to make a sacrifice, or you're going to have to really tighten your belt. There are things that you are going to have to do to take care of the things that you were not expecting. There were a lot of unexpected things that have happened in 2019, including one of our cats getting a pretty rare condition. One of the kittens had it, and we had to get surgery done for him, and that bill was rather outrageous. I have seen basically the interior of just about every wall and ceiling of my kitchen at this apartment. It's definitely time for us to pack up and move on sometime soon, but it is, again, a cost. Money is in a position right now where a change needs to be made, a permanent change needs to be made, and so it is time for your favorite heavy metal reviewer to become your favorite, I guess, accounts receivable clerk, or your favorite businessman, or your favorite whatever, whatever the job might be. It's time to re-enter seriously and permanently into the workforce, as opposed to doing things just temporarily, or doing things that just last a couple of months. Don't get me wrong, through the streams and through these videos, all of you have been exceptionally, exceptionally good to me. I am still very, very thrilled, and I know that at the turn of this year, the big goal was to hopefully finally make it to 100,000 subscribers, get that first, and the only, was it the gold play button or whatever it is, the silver play button, that accomplishment button, to maybe hang somewhere here for all of the years of hard work and all of the years of dedication to this craft. But it's only very recently that I've come to terms with the fact that that's just not meant to be, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with not having that token. It's kind of a weak thing to really quest for anyhow, so I'm okay with being without that. Anytime something that you do no longer becomes fun, or is no longer fun, it's time to take a step back, and hopefully whenever you return to it, you return with fresh eyes, with new ideas. I have felt extremely bland. I have felt extremely listless. I felt like those albums that I have talked about, or those songs that I have talked about that are not very good. I feel like every single negative review I've ever done, because there's just no energy. Like, it feels like I've just said the same words over and over again for many years, only applying them to different bands or styles of music. And that is troubling to me, because it now just feels like I am a robot that is recycling phrases. And despite my efforts to attempt to find something that is a little different, something that maybe was able to satisfy the dreams within my head, I have never been able to have, I guess, the real artistic side of me take over and make those dreams into reality, even if it was done very sort of cheaply or, gnarly. Constantly there has been complaints about, the way in which things are set up, sound, the video, the audio, things like that. So obviously that's not my strong suit. I never admitted it to be my strong suit. But whenever it comes to just everything, it just does not feel very artistically rewarding, or just rewarding in general. And this isn't your fault. I feel very much like the parent that is consoling the child because mommy and daddy are getting a divorce, but this is not your fault. This is not the fault of any fan. This is not the fault of any person. This is just a decision that I have been lobbying for a couple of years now, as I said at the onset, that has finally gotten to the point where I have to say yes to the decision to step down, to retire. So to reiterate, at the end of this year, after the Album of the Year 2019 video, I will be stepping down. I will be retiring actively from making YouTube videos. I may post a, hi, I'm still alive, how you doing, every once in a while, or something like that if I ever get the urge. But as far as regular content is concerned, that will be the end. I still have a lot of videos that streams have been able to earn that I need to make for you guys. So there is going to be content prior to those Album of the Year videos. This is one part me saying goodbye in advance, and one part also saying that, hey, the stretch run is going to have content. We're not going to have this 4-month stretch where nothing happens. That is not the case. There are still at least, I want to say, 25 videos that I need to produce for you guys, and I hope that you guys will enjoy what is output. I know that I'm rambling, but I want to make sure that I get everything out there to you guys. That way you know exactly what is going on and exactly what is coming. I will probably do a few album reviews here and there. I know I want to do one for the new Tool record, and perhaps also for the new Slipknot that's coming a little later on this week, as well as a couple of others, such as the new Opeth. I'd like to review an Opeth album one last time. I have a bit of a hit list that I want to do prior to saying goodbye, but that is what is going to happen. In spite of all that bad news, I want to end this on a little bit of a positive front. I want to thank every single one of you for generosities past and generosities future, because I know that so many of you are just wonderful and generous, giving individuals, whether you're giving money, your hard-earned cash, or if you're just giving your time. Because every single time that you watch a YouTube video, you are giving your time to somebody else. You're saying, hey, this is what I want to do right now. I hope that you have a message I want to hear, or entertain me, whatever it might be, whatever you expect. I know this video is not very entertaining, but I hope that throughout the years, I have been able to either provide you with a little bit of entertainment, or help you pass the time in a good way, or at the very least, you've learned a couple of things or found a couple of new bands because of the channel. There are some of you that have already reached out throughout the years to mention that very thing. I'm very thankful for all of that. But I hope that those of you who maybe don't have the opportunity to reach out, or the only way that you can communicate is through YouTube channel comments, I hope that I've been able to bring at least something to the table for you throughout the past 11 years. That is basically what makes it all worth it, is knowing that you came out of this with something a little bit more than perhaps you started off with. I'm not too comfortable with this part, but I will mention that in the comments, in the description box below, there are ways that you can express yourself if you want to, through donations or things like that. I am still paying off the surgery for Cornell. Not required. Not required. You can do it if you like. You can do it as a thank you if you wish. I will accept it. I'm not going to be the type that's going to say no, because that's rude. But I also will implore you to take a look at the description box for something that I found kind of neat. It's a list of albums that I wanted to buy back in 2005, thanks to a Century Media catalog. I put that over on Google Sheets. If you want to check that out, take a look at it, laugh at it, whatever. I thought it was really, really cool. Kind of a nice snapshot as to what I was interested in, or was interested in finding out more about 15 years ago. So, and I'm also on Discogs now, finally. So I have that link down there. Like I said, I hate that part, because that part is just like, hey, look at all my stuff, engage in me, despite I just told you I'll be retiring in 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. thank you so much. I'm going to say it again. Thank you so much for the years of support, for the years of friendship, for the years of the laughs. Those of you who have been within the streams, we will have more of them coming up over the next couple of months. If you've never been to a stream, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you get a notification whenever a stream is happening. We have a lot of fun over there. Have a good time with us. This has been one of the greatest accomplishments, I guess, of my life, is having this community, which I still find, despite its small size, to be the best community that YouTube has ever seen. We are CKN Club. We are CKN Club for life. We are too sweet, because we have done a lot for charity over on the streams, but we are also a very tight-knit group. I am very thankful for all of that. I'm very thankful for all of you. This is Coverkiller Nation saying that the next couple of months, we're going to make them the best months of the channel's life. I love you all. I'll talk to you later.